Hi, I'm Erin with Five Parks Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. Today's class is going to support you in connecting with yourself, your mind, your breath, your body, your spirit, and the energy around you and the energy that supports you in this world. So if you are just joining me for the first time ever, welcome to Five Parks Yoga. And I would like to just take a moment to thank my subscribers, my supporters, and my members. And thank you to all of you for supporting my channel. Because of you, we have bought a new light, and we are really appreciative of that because we are supposed to be in Costa Rica right now, filming outdoors, and we couldn't get there because of the current state of the world, and we're not able to film outside right now because of all the forest fires. So we are filming indoors, and we are very happy to have you join us. And again, we thank you for all of your support. If you have not already subscribed, please do so, and you can hit the bell icon for notifications of new classes. So we're going to start out lying down on our back, but before you get there, I'm going to give you an option to use a hand mudra if you would like to. And you are going to take your thumb and your forefinger, connect it, leave your other three fingers open, and you're just going to connect it to your heart center. So you'll place your fingers right near to your sternum. And when you lie down on your back, you can keep your hand here. If you don't want to use the mudra, though, you can just take your palm flat to your chest, just to connect with your heart center. So go ahead and lie down on your back. You can take long legs, straight legs, like a shavasana shape, or you can take butterfly legs, connecting the soles of your feet together and palm to your chest. And then take your other hand and just lie it right on your low belly. Rest your elbow down. Close your eyes and begin to connect with your breath. So let's start with a cleansing breath. Breathe in through your nose, fill up your chest, fill up your ribs, fill up your belly. Exhale through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. A slight pause at the top of your breath, and then exhale through your nose. Continue to breathe in and out through your nose, connecting with your heart center, connecting with your low belly. Just feeling the earth supporting your body. And just noticing the thoughts in your head. And just taking this time to let go of negativity, stress, and just to be present in this space, in this time, with whatever arises for you. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, The wild geese high in the clean blue air are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things. That's a quote from Mary Oliver. Take another breath here. Exhale. Draw your knees into your chest, keeping your knees, heels, toes side by side. You can interlace your fingers around your knees, or you can bring opposite hand to opposite wrist or opposite elbow. Squeeze your knees in tight. Exhale here. Bring your forehead up toward your knees. Squeeze in tight. Exhale and release. Relax the grip on your knees. Bring them into a 90-degree position. Bring your arms out to a goalpost position and release your knees to the left for a twist. Place your left hand on your right knee. Bring your knees back towards center and off to the right. Bring your left arm into a goalpost position and place your right hand on your left knee. Breathe in and out. Bring your knees back to center. And then place both feet flat to the floor with your knees bent. So your knees are facing up toward the ceiling. Take your arms alongside your body, palms face down. Arms are nice and long and straight. Press firmly into your heels. And then on your inhale, lift your hips up toward the ceiling. Keep your chin away from your chest. As you breathe in, lift higher and higher. And then as you exhale, roll down the length of your spine, releasing your hips down to the floor. And again, as you breathe in, lift your hips up. Exhale, roll down the length of your spine. And last time, breathe in, lift your hips up. Exhale, roll the length of your spine all the way down, releasing your hips down to the floor. Now draw your knees gently back into your chest. Just loose grip on both knees with both hands. And then you're just gonna roll back and forth the length of your spine 3 times. So 3, roll again, 2, and then last time, 1. And then come into a cross-legged position. If you need to sit on a block, blanket, or bolster, feel free to take a moment and get set up so that you're in a comfortable seated position. And from here, lengthen through the crown of your head, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. And then you're just gonna take your left hand to the top of your head and release your left ear toward your left shoulder. And just feel the nice stretch along the right side of your body. And then we're gonna switch sides. So bring your head back to center. Take your right hand on top of your head, release your right ear down toward your shoulder, and just draw your left shoulder down and feel the stretch along the left side of your neck. And then come back to center. And then very gently and slowly take your chin toward your chest, but keep your shoulders down and away from your ears. Don't hunch up or roll over. So just as far down as you can, stretching through the back of your neck and your upper back. And then again, very gently and slowly. We hold a lot of tension in our neck and upper back. We've been maybe sitting at a computer or driving in a car. So I'm just releasing tension here, just rolling back and forth very gently. And one more time to each side. And then just come back to a neutral spine. And you're just gonna roll over both legs and come into a tabletop position. And we'll continue to warm up the spine and open the heart center with some cats and cows. So as you breathe in, drop your belly, lift through the crown of your head and lift through your tailbone. As you breathe out, round your spine, bring your chin to your chest. Breathe in for cow pose, and then breathe out for cat. Last time. Always go at the pace of your own breath too. Just maximizing the length of your inhale and the length of your exhale as you begin to move energy through your body. Connect your breath to your movement. Come back to tabletop position. And then from here, go ahead and scoot your way back toward the back of your mat. If you're not there already, keep your hips directly over your knees like you were in a tabletop position. And then just start to walk your hands forward toward the front and outer edges of your mat. So just a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. Again, keep your hips over your knees. And then from here, you're gonna begin to sink your belly and your chest and your forehead down towards your mat. This is called heart melting pose. You can make any adjustments to make yourself more comfortable. So if this is hard on your shoulders, you can obviously take your arms wider, bend your elbows, but this is a great shoulder opener, a great chest opener. And just feel your forehead pressing down into your mat or maybe a block. Notice the sound of your breath. And just know that you are connected to the earth, here and now. You're connected to other people who practice yoga, who might be practicing with you right now. And you are right here where you need to be, in your body, in your breath, in your mind. Walk your hands back up so they're underneath your shoulders and you're back into a tabletop position. And let's thread the needle. So bring your left hand right underneath your face, reach your right arm up, look up towards your fingertips, and then slide your right arm underneath or behind your left, come onto your right shoulder and your right ear. Rest your head down on the floor so you have no tension in your neck. And then on your next breath in, reach up, look up, and then exhale, sweep your arm behind your left arm and just reach. Don't set down, just reach. Breathe in, lift up, look up. Exhale, reach and twist. Inhale, reach up, look up. And then exhale, return to tabletop position, and we'll switch sides. So bring your right hand underneath your face. Reach your left arm up, look up towards your fingertips, and then exhale, slide your right arm behind your left, and then rest your left shoulder and your left ear down on your mat. No tension in your neck. Feel the twist in your spine. Feel the stretch in the back of your shoulder. Enjoy this stretch and twist. And then on your next breath in, reach up, look up. And then exhale, reach your left arm behind your right. Don't set down, just reach and twist. And then inhale, sweep up. Exhale, reach and twist. Inhale, reach up and look. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, return to a tabletop position. So let's make our way to a downward facing dog. So tuck all 10 toes under, lift your hips up, release your heels down toward the mat, and then just take a moment here to move around in downward facing dog, spreading your fingers nice and wide, pressing into the palms of your hands. Feet come to hip distance apart, heels reach toward the floor, legs working in the direction of straight, but it's okay if they're bent. Nice long spine, no tension in the neck or head. So just take a couple breaths in your first downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs, shake out your head, release any tension you're holding on to in your neck. Breathe deeply in and out through your nose. And then from here, just walk your feet toward your hands. So coming to the front of your mat into a forward fold. Keep your feet at hip distance apart. Bend your legs so you can rest your torso on your thighs. Take opposite hand to opposite elbow so you're in a ragdoll position. And again, just let your head hang heavy, your arms hang heavy. You can even gently rock side to side. Maybe bending and straightening one leg at a time. Take one more breath here in ragdoll. Release your arms down toward the floor block or your legs. Heel toe your feet together. Big toes to touch. Little tiny space between your heels. And then roll slowly up to a standing position, straightening your legs as you go. And then once you arrive in a standing position, just roll your shoulders down and away from your ears, reach up through the crown of your head, spread your toes nice and wide so you can see your mat between each toe. Feel your feet grounded into the earth, and then on your next breath in, reach your arms up overhead, connect the palms of your hands above your head, and then bring your hands through heart center. As you exhale, circle your arms around, and then breathe in, reach up, connect the palms of your hands, and exhale, hands through heart center, big circle. If you feel balanced, close your eyes. If you don't feel balanced, right now in this moment, you can just take your gaze down to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Just feel your feet rooted to the ground, but your arms reaching up to the sky. Be aware of your breath as you move your body. Breathe in. And of course, go at your own pace of your own breath. One final breath in as you lift your arms up overhead. Before you connect the palms of your hands, just reach your fingers straight up to the sky or the ceiling, and then exhale, cactus your arms, open your chest, open your heart, lift your chin, and hold here. Draw your elbows down and back. Opening your shoulders and your chest. Opening your throat center. Breathe in, both arms up overhead. Exhale, hinging from your hips, come into standing forward fold. Breathe in, come up to a halfway lift, extend your spine, reach through the crown of your head, and then exhale, standing forward fold, bringing your forehead toward your shins or knees, bending your legs as much as needed. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And last time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Just working breath to movement, again, at the pace of your own breath. So step back to a high plank position. And just take a second here to position your shoulders over your wrists and your feet in line with your hips. And then you can place your knees on the floor if you need to or want to, and just lower all the way down onto your belly. We're going to take a low lift cobra, so breathe in, lift your chest up off the floor, breathe out, release. Move your hands back about an inch in line with your ribs. Breathe in, lift a little bit higher up, just past your bottom rib, and then lower down. Move your hands back about another inch, right below your ribs, and then inhale, come up to high cobra. So up in the direction of straight arms. It's okay if they're not straight, and don't lock out your elbows. And then from this position, take your chin to your left shoulder. Come back to center. Take your chin to your right shoulder. Come back to center, and then lower all the way back down onto your chest. And then bring your hands up underneath your shoulders again. Tuck your toes under, and then press up to a high plank and press back to downward facing dog. On your next breath in, lift your right leg high, open your hip and bend your leg. And then level off your hips, straighten your right leg, bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand for a wide-legged low lunge, and then release your left knee down onto the floor. Lift up as you breathe in, and then exhale, lower down onto your forearms. Hold here, breathing deeply, and then you have the option of bringing your right foot out to a 45-degree angle, and then maybe rolling onto the outer edge of your right foot and taking your right hand to your right knee. And then place your right hand back down onto the floor, left hand back down onto the floor, tuck your left toes under, and then take your right foot and then heel toe it across the front of your mat and come into a half pigeon pose. So releasing your right knee down onto the floor. Again, breathe in, lift up through the crown of your head, and breathe out, come down onto your forearms, maybe your fists, maybe your hands, maybe a block. So again, we hold a lot of tension and feelings in our lower body, our hips. So try to breathe deeply and be present in this moment. You are connected to your breath, your body, the earth. Take your hands back underneath your shoulders, tuck your left toes under, and then step back to downward facing dog. On your next breath in, lift your left leg high. Open your hip, bend your leg. Feel the stretch in your right inner thigh. Opening your chest, shoulder, left side. As you exhale, bring your left foot to the outside of your left hand for a wide-legged low lunge. Release your right knee down onto the ground. Take the top of your right foot down onto the ground. And then from here, come down onto your forearms, your fists, the palms of your hands, a block maybe. Complete your breath here. Then you have the option of Taking your left foot out to a 45-degree angle, maybe rolling onto the outer edge of your left foot and taking your left hand to your left knee if that feels good. For an additional stretch, releasing tension from your hips and your lower body. Just moving that energy out. And then if you are not already, come back up onto the palms of your hands, and then you can just heel toe your left foot across the top of your mat and then come down onto your left knee so you're in half pigeon. Breathe in to lengthen your spine, reach up through the crown of your head, and as you exhale, again release, maybe onto your forearms, maybe onto a block, the palms of your hands, your fists, whatever works. Take deep breaths here. Letting that energy release from your hips and your low body, working with your breath, being present in this moment. If you are not already, come back up onto the palms of your hands, tuck your right toes under, lift your knee up off the floor, and make your way back to downward facing dog. Take one breath in, and exhale here. We're gonna do one more deep hip opener from here. So look toward your hands, step walk, float your feet to the outside of your hands, and then come into a low squat. Bring your elbows towards your knees, your hands towards your heart. Reach up through the crown of your head, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Close your eyes if you feel balanced, or find a place to gaze out on the floor in front of you. And take 2 more breaths here. One more deep inhale. And exhale. All right, we're gonna move this into a twist. So take your left hand down toward the floor, reach your right arm up. Maybe look up. If this is a little bit deep for your hips or low back, you can always sit on a block or lift yourself up. And then bring your hands back to your heart. Bring your right hand toward the floor. Lift your left arm up, look up, hold here. Breathe in. And exhale, release both hands back to your mat, and then start to lift your hips up and release your head down. Keep your legs loose, and then just kind of sway side to side, releasing all that energy and tension from your hips and your low back. And complete your exhale here. Heel toe your feet together. And on your next breath in, reach your arms up overhead. Connect the palms of your hands, bring them to heart center, and we're going to come into tree pose. So stand on your left foot, bring your right foot either to your ankle calf or inner thigh, avoid your knee. Find a steady place to gaze on the floor or on your mat, or you can close your eyes if you feel really well balanced. Relax your jaw, relax your forehead. Steady your breath. Feel your rootedness through your standing leg. Feel the lift through the crown of your head. One more inhale. Exhale, release, and wiggle it out, and we'll switch sides. So stand now on your right foot. Bring your left foot to your ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Find a steady place to gaze. Feel your right foot rooted into the ground. Feel the lift through the crown of your head. Relax your jaw. Relax your face. Notice the steadiness of your breath. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release your left foot to the floor. Big breath in, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, standing forward fold, hinging from your hips, come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, standing forward fold. So keep your right foot planted right where it is and step your left foot way back so you're in a low lunge position. Position your right knee right over your right ankle and then gently release your left knee down to the floor. We're just going to come into crescent moon for one breath. So on your inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Get that nice stretch in your left hip flexor. And then exhale, release your hands back down to your mat. And then we're going to move through half splits. So begin to straighten your right leg. And then continue traveling so that you're sitting on your left heel and that your right toes are flexed back towards your face, and then sit up nice and tall. If you feel balanced, lift your arms up overhead on your inhale and forward fold over your right leg. If you don't feel quite balanced in this position, you can just walk your hands forward. You can rest your arms wherever is comfortable, even if you're upright on the palms of your hands or on your fingertips. Wherever you are is just fine. Just breathe deeply in. And exhale as you stretch the back of your right leg. All right, let's travel back. So come back into a low lunge position. Tuck your left toes under. Lift your left knee up off the floor. Step your left foot forward so you're back into a forward fold position. Let's take one inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Keep your left foot right where it is. Step your right foot way back. So you're in a low lunge position. Left knee directly over your left ankle. Release your right knee to the floor. One breath in for crescent moon. So you can take your right foot flat to the floor. Inhale, lift your arms up. Maybe look up. Sink into that stretch. Exhale, release. Moving through half splits. So begin to straighten your left leg. Continue traveling all the way back so that you're sitting on your right heel. And again, if you feel balanced and comfortable here, if your knees are okay, you can breathe in, lift your arms up overhead and forward fold over your left leg, or you can just walk your hands forward. Just come to the comfortable edge of your stretch where you feel like you're working your leg but not in pain. So getting that nice stretch in the back of your left leg. And then let's travel back forward. So coming into a low lunge position, tuck your right toes under, lift your right knee up off the floor. And then let's just step back to a downward facing dog this time. Take one more breath here. Exhale. And then go ahead and come down onto your shins, cross over your ankles, and then make your way down onto your back. And just lower down. Keep your legs bent, feet flat to the floor. And then take your feet to hip distance apart if they're not already. And let's do 3 more rolling bridges again. Take your arms alongside your body. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, lower down. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, lower down. And last time, breathe in, lift up. And exhale, lower down. So this time, you're gonna lift up to bridge, and you can take a chest expansion. So you can interlace your fingers underneath your body and then roll onto one shoulder at a time so you get a little bit more height. Now keep your chin away from your chest, but lift your chest a little bit higher, opening through your heart, breathing deeply here. So moving that energy. One more inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down, releasing your hands, releasing your hips. Keep your right leg right where it is. Extend your left leg long on your mat. Draw your right knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers around your knee. Draw your knee right up toward your right shoulder and then flex all 10 toes back. Get a nice compression in your right hip. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, twist your right knee across your body to the left. Come back to center. Draw both knees into your chest. Once again, bring your forehead towards your knees. Give yourself a tight squeeze. And then make your way to shavasana. Extend your legs long, arms down by the side, feet fall open, palms face up. Make yourself comfortable. Come into a place where your body feels relaxed. You've moved energy, you've connected with your breath and your body. And take a moment to be appreciative of this time and this space that you took for yourself. And also to know that you are not alone. You are connected to the earth, your body, and the people around you. The wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things. Take your time in shavasana, stay as long as you would like. When you're ready, you can come out of shavasana, moving your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles, rolling onto your side, and slowly pressing your way back up to a seated position. To your hearts. And you can either join me or listen in chanting one Om. So breathe in, big exhale. Breathe in. Today, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace in your heart. From my heart to yours. Namaste.